Well, first of all, thank you for your time. My first question is about the relationship between NATO and Bosnia and Herzegovina. So could you describe what are the NATO expectations of Bosnia and Herzegovina in the context of interoperability and cooperation?
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for following our defense ministerial, which took place today in Brussels. I just came back from Sarajevo a few days ago, and this was an excellent opportunity to send the message of commitment and the message from our side that we really are committed and strongly support Bosnia and Herzegovina's sovereignty, territorial integrity, and we believe that all communities in Bosnia and Herzegovina can only profit from a more secure and stable environment. We do have our NATO headquarters in Sarajevo. We also have our own team there, NATO team, which is supporting defense reforms, is supportive to reforms that deal with security and other security-related issues. And this speaks of our commitment to Bosnia and Herzegovina. We do have also our DCB, our package of support to defense-related reforms. And I have really appreciated the fact that some of our allies were really very focused on supporting this. Like the last one was Slovenia, which managed to support important military capabilities in Bosnia and Herzegovina. But I do hope that this trend will continue and other allies will continue with the support. On issues such as interoperability, these are all issues that are very much the DNA of the alliance. We are very strong when we discuss these issues with allies. With partners, we have specifically tailored programs, and we focus on the issues in these so-called ITPPs. I really look forward to seeing some of the reform agenda in Bosnia and Herzegovina being followed through by Bosnia and Herzegovina's institution, because our cooperation can grow depending on how strong this reform drive is. I have heard some positive signals in Sarajevo that the reform program will soon be agreed and then we can proceed with its implementation. But I really look forward to hearing some good news on the implementation.
So when it comes to goals and expectations, can you comment on what are some of the goals that NATO has put in front of the authorities in Bosnia and Herzegovina for the next, let's say, couple of years?
These are not. This is not a list of, let's say, a list of tasks. What we do programs where both sides participate, and we basically invest in these types of partnerships. But I think apart from that element, generally we see the political challenges as an issue that Bosnia and Herzegovina has to deal with and invest in. We have been very clear that the secessionist rhetoric, nationalistic rhetoric is undermining the progress that we have all made in the region and in Bosnia and Herzegovina. We have asked all political actors to behave in a more responsible, in more cooperative way. We have asked all and called upon all political actors to respect the judicial institutions of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the premises of rule of law. And this all contributes to a much better environment also for our partnership. If there is one thing that I can mention also here, it's that we have expressed our expectation that the armed forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina receive better financing, because this is the trend in the alliance. But we believe that this is also important for every partner. If we expect increased security, If we expect better performing armed forces, we have to be prepared to finance them. And this is very much in tune with the discussions that we are having with allies as well.
Well, you mentioned the armed forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So in a purely technical sense, how close are the armed forces of Bosnia and Herzegovina to NATO standards?
This is, of course, a discussion that we would have in a completely different context. But what we try is to engage with our partners more on every level, when it comes to defense education, when it comes to defense planning, and very much when it comes to training. So these are the issues on which we cooperate very much with Bosnia and Herzegovina. The potential for more cooperation is there. But we do require the right political conditions. This is why it is absolutely necessary that the reform agenda moves forward in the interest of all, in a transparent and inclusive process. I have had discussions with the presidency, I have had discussions in parliament, in government. This was a message that I have sent. But it was also very much the message that I have heard from Bosnia and Herzegovina, that there is a willingness and political will to engage in a stronger cooperation with NATO, because Bosnia and Herzegovina can really profit. The cooperation that we have is in areas that affect people's lives. I mean, it's areas such as crisis management also, cyber defense, issues of life and death. If we are to help, we need the necessary conditions in place. And I remember when the Secretary General was in Sarajevo at the beginning of this year, he had a very strong message to all the political actors in Bosnia and Herzegovina to show leadership, to have ownership, to really come up with political solutions to the political problems, and it will unlock more potential for cooperation with us. So we are more than willing and we are ready to continue along that path.
All right. Thank you so much for the time that you have spent.
Thank you very much.